praises. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Brother Kassad, Moss Point, Mississippi body. One of the readers here. All praise be to the Most High.
All praises.
Well, I heard about the church through my brother. My brother used to call and minister to me, invite me out to the church when he was a part of the Dallas congregation. And from there, the Most High put his spirit on me, and here I am. Well, first, he was contacting me about stocking and just little things, just dropping a few seeds here and there. And at first I wasn't interested because it was vexing my spirit. Of course, I had the wrong spirit on me then. So something was urging me and something was dealing with me that made me go and see what the church was about. And all along, the Most High was dealing with me. So after that first visit, it was like the first visit is what done it. So when I was introduced into the body, I saw differences. And the teaching for that day, of course it was dedication 2017. And from then on, because the Most High was dealing with me up until my visit. So once I paid that visit, it was just like sealing, that sealed me in. First experience was kind of unique because, you know, I wasn't used to seeing an order the way that this church has it. Because when I walked in, it was like more like single sisters and their head was covered. Then you had the single brothers. Then you had brothers greeting me with the Hebrew, which was confusing to me at the time. I didn't understand at the moment. And then I tell you a story. Bishop Bazan had called all the, welcome all the new faces. So I had to go along with what I heard. So they got up on the stage and the brother introduced himself and said, I'm brother such and such from the tribe of Judah. And I said, I don't know if that's relating to me, but I'm gonna say what he said. Good thing the brother was Judah, because if I would got up there and said I'm from the tribe of, Issachar, so then I kind of would embarrass myself. But yeah, that was a good experience, though.
Okay. Shalom, sis. How are you?
Shalom, great. How are you?
All praises. I'm good. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Kanaka Yataza.
Kanaka Yatazan. What does that mean? Do you know? Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am. It means dedicated and outgoing. Basically, what we don't supposed to be doing stood out to me the most. Like, I've been doing this and I don't supposed to be doing this. Like, the Most High don't want us doing this. Let me stop doing it.
Yeah.
But basically, the holy days, Sunday worship, eating pork, all that good stuff, bad stuff.
That was a surprise, right? Because we was raised thinking that, okay, Christmas is fine, shucks. We celebrated it in church.
Exactly.
You know, we didn't know the pig was bad. They had pigs at every cookout.
Put it down. I have no problem not eating pork, shrimp. Some people struggle with that. Me, it's like, oh, I don't need that.
Good. Likewise. Likewise.
Yeah. My favorite, I say Passover because of traveling. Because I don't travel. So it lets us travel and we get to see everybody out of the whole GOCC to see how many people is actually a part of the truth. Yeah, to get a good memorization of why Christ did what he did. So yeah, Passover is my favorite.
Passover. want to introduce yourself?
Brother John.
Brother John. All right. And how did you first hear about the Gathering of Christ Church, Brother John?
Online. I just discovered the truth from a co-worker, and then he parted ways, and I retired from the military, and I had to start looking for a new source of information. So I just ran across GOCC and was hooked ever since.
All right. And what did you see online? What did you see in those videos that made you want to join the church?
Well, first off, Israel, just learning that I was of the tribe of Israel, Judah, and just learning, that Christianity, that, I was Catholic at first. And so just learning that all that stuff was a lie, and just started learning more and more of the truth. And once I got enough information, you come to that crossroad. Am I going to go back into the world, or I'm going to keep going forward, with the truth? And the next step was finding the church and getting baptized.
Beautiful testimony. Yeah. What do you love most about being in the truth at this time?
I love worshiping in truth and in spirit. I love the camaraderie and the fellowship with my brothers and sisters. Participating, whatever gift that the Most High has hidden within me that y'all got me in the choir. I didn't know I had that in me, so
Okay.
I thank the Most High for that.
Okay.
And just whatever else, I can share with my brothers and sisters and praise the Most High and worship, with like-minded people.
You kind of touched on the question that I was going to ask you next. I was going to ask you, what did you see or experience during your first visit at the church that made you want to come back? But you kind of talked about the camaraderie and the fellowship and all that. I don't know if you would like to expound upon that a little bit more, or if that's pretty much it. Do you remember your first visit, your first time coming to the church? Was it here?
I remember we was in that hotel lobby room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you was there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, just meeting, new faces that I knew was, like I said, of like-minded, people. And just, happy to see y'all. Y'all were happy to see me. Y'all gave me a hug. And, it was genuine. I love it genuine.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to be in a family. It's all love. You feel like, even we're here at Fun Day 2025, it feel like a family cookout or a kickback. It's all love. Shalom, shalom. How you doing? You want to introduce yourself?
My government name or my
Yeah, Hebrew name, of course.
I'm Sister Begaya.Kadyaha.
What was that last part?
Kadyaha.
Oh, wow. All praises, all praises. How long have you been in the truth?
Since 2012.
Since 2012. That's a long time. What is that, 13 years? Wow, all praises. How did you first hear about the Gathering Christ Church?
My dad had a video of different ministers on, and Elder Ricard came across, and he was teaching the 12 tribes of Israel, and I had never heard it taught that way. So my sister and I decided, let's dig into it a little bit and see what's this about. So we started watching his videos and just started learning from there. We joined the Bible Academy, and then we just kept learning from there, and just got into truth and got, baptized. We just got into church and just went from there.
How long do you think it was from the moment that you first watched those videos to when you first joined the church and got baptized? How much time do you think went by?
I'd say about 5 years.
Wow.
Because we were asking all the time, like, we gonna get a church?
Oh, so y'all had to wait.
So we were with the Houston body. We would drive to Houston, Texas,
Right.
for all the holy days and stuff like that, until finally they called us and said, "We got a church in Mount Point. How far is that from you?" And I was like, "Oh, it's right up the street."
Right. And how was that first experience when you first went to Houston for your first Sabbath service? What was that like?
It was an awesome experience because it was like there was no judgment. Everyone had this like real, true, genuine love for one another. It was just like something I had never experienced before going to other churches.
Right.
It wasn't, everybody was just nice and friendly, and it was just, you just felt at home.
What would you say you love most about this truth and finding the church?
It's so many different things. I mean, fellowship with family, meeting new people, coming into the truth, sharing each experience, being able to talk to different women and men of the church, of the truth, and learning more. So, I mean, it's like a
Amen. All praises. Well, Sister Begaya, I appreciate your time. Do you have any parting words, any last words, or anything that you would like to say before you go?
I love my GOCC family. Mount Point, Mississippi in the house.
God, appreciate you, sis. Shalom, sis. How you doing?
Shalom, doing well. Yourself?
All praises. I'm doing well. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Natazika. I don't know what you want to know. What would you like to
What do you do in the body here at GOCC Mississippi?
Oh, goodness gracious. It's probably easy to tell you what I don't do.
Okay.
I got my hands in everything. I
Okay.
am lead culinary. I assist with decorating. I assist with administration. And anything else anybody need help with, I am available. One of the members that I was a former co-worker and a former church member, I ran across her and she said she wanted to share something with me. And of course, being in the world, I thought we were fixing to share some juicy gossip. But come to find out, it was juicy and it was the answers to all of my questions. So all praises to the Most High for His truth. I was struggling in my former church. Things didn't line up. The Bible was telling us to stand apart and be set apart from the world. And I was seeing that the sisters was dressing just like the world with the leggings, the short skirts, and all of that. And I was questioning within myself the church and why was wasn't it being effective, and why wasn't lives being changed? And if we serve the true and living God, why were things the way that they were? So I had more questions than I had answers. But when she started going through the scriptures with me and going through Deuteronomy 28 and Psalms 83, it all made sense. And so from that day to this one, I have not turned back. My hand is to the plow, and I gotta endure.
All praise. That's a beautiful testimony, sis. What would you say that your favorite part of the truth is?
Oh goodness, this word is made me grow. And if you get in it for yourself and it starts showing you, I'll never forget that I was praying for my husband to be changed and his life to be changed, and the Most High showed me, I'm gonna deal with you. And so this word, I'm gonna say this word, it evolves into a relationship. It evolves into a prayer life, and it's a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle choice.
All praises. Fine. I agree. What do you think your most meaningful experience has been while you have been at this church?
Oh goodness.
Can you
I'll
recall the one
definitely have to
instance?
say the feast days. The feast days are awesome. Passover, 3,000 to 4,000 people like-minded. It's almost like I could equate it to a family reunion, just a gathering of people from different areas of the country, different walks of life, but the same spirit, the same love, the same that we have in our local congregation. We experience that with people we've never met, and they hug you like they know you all their life. It is awesome. It is awesome.
Shalom, since you want to start out by just introducing yourself.
Yes, my name is Sister Izar, and I am the wife of Deacon Quashar of the Gathering Christ Church in Morrisville, Mississippi.
All praises. What do you love most about being in the truth at this time?
I love the fact that I am a part of this truth. I love that point because it's a blessing, it's an honor that the Most High chose me to be a part of this truth.
How did you first hear about the Gathering of Christ Church?
Well, I was home, 3 o'clock one morning, scrolling through YouTube, and I saw the 12 Lost Tribes Found. I was always interested in what tribe that my grandmother was in. She's part Indian, so I thought it was going to talk about that, but it actually was a whole new everything. 12 Lost Tribes Found me. And once I found that video, I stayed on that video throughout to that morning. I just couldn't help but to watch it. I shared it with my husband when he got off work that morning, and we had to let our dish network go because we were glued into nothing but the Gathering of Christ Church YouTube videos.
All praise to the Most High. That's a beautiful testimony. So what made you want to join the church? Was it that video?
Yes. Once we watched the videos and watched it for a couple of weeks, we were like, we got to contact them. We got to reach them. It took us probably about maybe about a couple of weeks or so. But when we contacted them, they was getting ready to do a baptism in Houston, Texas. And it was no question, no dispute about it. When they asked, do y'all want to be baptized? It was over.
So sis, as you mentioned before, you are the wife of Deacon Quashar. That is our local leadership here in Mississippi. Do you have any words of encouragement for any sisters that may one day be in your position?
Yes, the words that I would say to any sister who may be in this position already or that may become a sister in this position, I would say just make sure that you examine yourself every day, remain humble, ask the Most High, because you can never reach that humble state to say that you are complete. Every day ask the Most High to help you to stay humble and to be obedient and submissive to your husband, to not cause any stress or tension on him as the leader because he already has a load. But we can make that load lighter for him, or we can make it even worse or heavier for him, I should say. So I would say, you know, if there's any questions, don't go to bed upset. Do what you got to do to help lighten the load for him, and make sure that you stay in obedience and that you stay in harmony with the members of the church, because you can make that hard for him, or you can make it lighter. Being a part of the sisters and brothers of the church in harmony.
I appreciate it. Beautiful words of encouragement. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we conclude?
I just praise the Most High for our GOCC church worldwide, our elders, Elder Ricard, Elder Lawyer, all the other elders and bishops. I also thank the Most High for our local congregation. We are such a tight-knit family, and I love each and every one of you.
We love you too, sister. I appreciate your time. Sister Azar.
you.